This is a Wyldlynx video using Microsoft To Do. Now, we haven't spoken too much about Microsoft To Do here on the Wyldlynx channel, so I thought I would give you a really in-depth rundown of how this popular productivity app works. So first of all, let's open the app. The first thing that pops up is My Day, and we will get back to this, I promise, but I want to take you to the lists area and really explain what's going on over here. So at the top, you can see my name is shown, my Microsoft email is logged in, so I am the user using this app. So on your device, you should see your name there. In the center here, there's a line. Think of everything above this line similar to a sidebar. So these are all your menu names. You've got My Day, Important, Planned, Assigned to You, Flagged Email, and Tasks. Underneath that line, you have lists. So these are all the lists that I have created myself. So we have Wyldlynx, Emily Bow, Personal, OCM, Microsoft Camtasia. So they are just different clients and projects and list names, how I want to organize all my tasks. So first things first, if you want to go through the settings, simply click your user profile and this will bring you to the settings. So in the settings, you have general. You can toggle between all of these options to decide what you want to be shown. So you can choose to add new tasks on top. If you were to untoggle that, the new tasks that you add will be added on the bottom. Same with the move starred tasks to top. Then you have the play completion sound. I quite like that sound on as it makes me feel accomplished. You also have show link previews, Siri shortcuts. You also have the app badge. So mine's currently turned off. You can choose to have added to my day and not completed. So if it's 6 p.m. and you've got about 4 tasks that you haven't completed, you'll have a little 4 notification bell on the app. You can also choose due today and overdue. That's letting you know when you're not even in the app, how many tasks you need to come in and complete. Then you have smart lists. These are the ones that we just saw above the line. You have important, planned, assigned to you. You can choose to show completed. And you can also choose to auto hide empty smart lists. As you can see here, there's also connected apps. I quite frequently use Microsoft Planner. Tasks assigned to me by either myself or my team, they will pop up in my To-Do app, which is one of my favorite features. You also have flagged emails. If you have flagged an email in your Outlook, those emails will actually also be synced into Microsoft To Do. So you can add those to your day and your tasks, etc. Then down the bottom here, you have help and feedback about what version we're on and the option to sign out. If you want to quickly find something and you're not entirely sure whereabouts it is, you can click the spyglass and search for it. So let's type in LinkedIn. So this is showing me all the tasks that have LinkedIn in either the title or the description. And let's just say I want to add it to my day. That task will now show up in My Day. So as you can see here, you have today's date, the day, what month it is, etc. All these tasks have already been added to my day. To add a task, simply click the Add Task button down here. And let's say we want to feed the dogs. That has now been added to my day. You can also just move these along as you wish. So you can move it up, down. I like to keep mine in order of importance. So all the tasks that I want to complete at the start of my day are generally at the top, and the ones for the evening are normally down the bottom. So when you click on a task, it gives you a lot of options. This is a really good example here. So upload new YouTube video. As you can see, there's different steps that have to be done before this main task is complete. So to remind yourself, you can add these steps. Just select next step, type it out, and click enter, and now that step is there. You can delete steps by clicking on the cross menu, delete step. To check off a step, simply click the button and that'll cross it out, and that will give you a very encouraging sound. As you can see, this step has already been added to my day, but if it wasn't in my day, you could add it to your day here. You can also set reminders. I currently have remind me at 1600 today. So you can choose to remind me tomorrow, next week. You could pick a date and time. So let's say today at 3 o'clock. So you will get a little notification at 3 o'clock If you have decided you don't need that reminder, you can simply cross it off. You can also give this task a due date. So if it is important and you need it done today, select today. Maybe you want to get it done today, but it's actually not due until tomorrow. Having that due date set just helps you keep on track of when it's due, when it has to be done, how much time you have. If you have something pop up in your tasks that have to be done today, you know that you can put this one on the back end a little bit and prioritize which tasks are important to you. You also have this section here where you can choose to repeat. So upload new YouTube video, that could be a monthly task. And let's say you just want to repeat this task every 3 days or every 3 months. You can also add files directly into this task. So you can add files from your photo library, your camera, or your files. And notes are pretty self-explanatory, but you can add notes here. As you can see, I've already added this week's YouTube video is going to be awesome. You may notice at the top here, there's a star. So you can star something to tag it as important. Tagging things as important will move them to the top of your lists, and it will also add this task into your important tab. Now, if you want to delete this task, there is a little trash can down here. Simply click that and delete task. You can also click this light bulb here, and this is suggested tasks. So these might be things that are overdue, or some of the suggestions are things that you've recently added from all different lists. As you can see, I've got my different client lists here. I have my general tasks and I have my overdue. And that one looks like a planner task. So something coming from my planner. So let's say that's overdue. I want to add that to my day. I'm going to call some clients today, spend 30 minutes on my social. So add that to my day. Update media kit, I've already done that, so I'm just going to check that off. I don't actually need to finish next week's posting schedule anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this. To delete, all you have to do is swipe left, then select delete. These other suggestions aren't really relevant to me today, so I'm just going to go ahead and click done. And as you can see, all the new tasks have been added up here on the top. Let's sort our tasks. If you click the ellipsis menu in the top right corner, you have a few options here. So you can edit, sort, change theme, or print list. So let's choose edit. Here you can select multiple items. You could even select all, clear all, and you can choose to either move these. So you can move them to one of your created lists or just to your tasks. You could give these a due date. So just say we can make them due tomorrow, or we could go ahead and delete them. You can also move these tasks around in this edit section. So you can choose to sort your tasks by importance, alphabetically, by the due date, or by the creation date. Let's click important. This brings all of my important tasks, and we know they're important tasks because they are all starred on the side here. They're all at the top now. Let's sort by the due date. As you can see, the first thing due is right at the top. If you want to go back to how it was originally sorted, you can just click the X. You can change your theme in Microsoft To Do. So you can choose a block color. I really enjoy this purple color, pink, orange, green. If you would prefer to look at the beach, you can also choose to have that there. Now down the bottom here, you can show your completed tasks. So as you check off these tasks, they will come down here in your completed, and then you can hide that. And if you need a reminder of how productive you've been today, come back to the completed tasks and they're all there. Now, if you had a printer connected, you could select a printer, choose how many copies, and print this list out onto paper. I personally would rather keep it digital, much better for the environment. Now, if we go back here, as you can see, there's other lists. So the My Day is today's list. But what about important? So in the important list, this shows me all of my tasks I have throughout all my lists that have been marked as important. You have the same options as the My Day. However, there's one difference. There's no completed tab down the bottom. You can choose to see the completed tasks by going into the ellipsis menu and selecting Show Completed Tasks. This will show you all of the tasks that have been completed. I tend to keep this off as it gets a bit messy. You can change your theme, so all your lists and tabs can have different colors and theme. Clicking on the planned list is a very easy way to see what you have coming up, say this week or this month. and just to see your tasks in order by due date. So most of these options are very similar to the important list and the My Day list. However, you can choose different ways to group these by. So select group by, and let's say we want to change it to list, or we can go back and group it by the due date. So if I had more than one task due today, that would appear under the today, same as with the Monday and other days, etc. You can also choose to change the time frame. The filter options, you can have all of your planned tasks visible. You can choose to show only your overdue tasks that are due today only. This week, or maybe even later. Planned is synced with Microsoft Planner. So these tasks are actually planner tasks, and I can see them straight in my to-do as a task. So it looks very similar to your general tasks, but down here you have a few other extra options. So it tells you the assignee, so it gives you the option to open in Planner. This takes you directly to the Planner Hub and into this task where all the details, all the history, everything for that task is there. It also tells you which team or channel this task has been created under. So this one is the marketing promotional. The assignee is myself, as I'm the only one left assigned to this task. You can also have a look at assigned to you. So just say my teammates have assigned me tasks in Planner. I can see all of those here. As you can see, I have the option again to open in Planner. It's telling me that this is also marketing promotional. I'm assigned with one other person, and I can't actually see that information in the app, but once I open in Planner, that will give me all the information that I need for this task. You also have flagged email. So if you flag an email in your Outlook, that email will come here into your app. It's all synced up amazingly. So again, this email has been turned into a task. It looks very similar to the other tasks and to the planner tasks. You can add steps, add to my day, add a reminder or a due date, and repeat. Instead of opening in Planner, this gives you the option to open in Outlook. And underneath has most of the information that has come from that email. So I can choose to open in Outlook, and that will take me directly to my Outlook. Again, you can add files, add notes, or even delete. All of my flagged emails have been actioned. As you can see, they're all crossed off and checked, but all the options in the ellipsis menu are very similar to that as the tasks or the important lists. The tasks lists are your general tasks that don't necessarily have a project or a team. Maybe it's just something you've quickly added on your My Day. So if I add a task into my day, say send email, you have some quick options to add to a list, set a reminder, or even put a due date on it. We're going to leave those blank for now. If you don't select a list, that will automatically come into my tasks. So as you can see, it's still in my day, but it's also in my tasks. And you can add more tasks down here. And here you have the option to add to your day, set a reminder, or add a due date. This task, however, doesn't automatically go to my day unless you have selected that. So let's select add to my day, head to my day, and there it is, right at the top there. Under this line are all the lists that I have personally created. So these are different projects, clients, or even a couple of personal lists I have there. Adding a list is easy. You just select new list down the bottom. You can add emojis, change the colors or themes, and you can even share this list. So you can choose to collaborate on a list with another person, invite via, so you can airdrop the list. You could copy the link, send it as a text. You can manage your access. So limit access to current members. This means anyone new won't be able to find it. And you know what? I've decided I want to keep this list to myself now, so I can just stop sharing that altogether. When adding stuff to this list, you can then add it to your day. Let's make it important. As you can see, my new list is down here. It has one task. It has also been added to my day, and you can see which list it has come from, just underneath Find Flights there. It's also in my important tasks. Now maybe you want to group these lists. So in this little button on the right hand corner, this is how you make a new group. Let's call this one Clients. So now I can drag some clients into this group. I can also drag and drop on top of each other to create a new group that way. Then I can choose to rename the group. Let's call this one Emily. I can shorten these, or I can click the ellipsis, and I can even ungroup those if I don't want those in a group anymore. So as you can see, there is quite a lot of customization and amazing productive ways to use this app. I personally use this app every single day. When I wake up in the morning, it's generally the first thing I do is add a bunch of things to my day, and I find it just really helps me stay on top of all my tasks and duties. Especially being synced with Outlook and Planner, I can always add things assigned to me straight into my day so that I'm never missing deadlines, despite the overdue tasks you did see in my in my list today. Now, if you did enjoy this video or found it helpful in any way possible, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos just like this one. We have a really awesome Microsoft Teams playlist, so definitely check that out if you're into the Microsoft 365 suite. Also, check out our events page on our website to find out more about our live and free training sessions.